Hi. Today is Wednesday, January 28th or 29th. I'm T. Waldron. This is my cat, Pumpkin. Good morning, Pumpkin. Thank you for being here. Yeah. It's cold out. We just got back inside from shoveling, and my hair is a mess, so I'm leaving my hat on. It's actually not even my hat, but cheers to you. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Oh, that's good. That's a little coffee with a vanilla shake. Let's take a few moments. We'll take some deep breaths, and then I'll read to you from my old favorite, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And the subtitle on this is funny. I just noticed this is How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One. I like that. Hey, good morning, Kevin. I hope you're staying warm. It's like really cold here today. Like we were out shoveling just now, and it was colder than yesterday somehow. So I hope you're staying warm and safe. So if you get a minute, just close your eyes. We're going to go within and just work on our nervous system a little bit, regulating it, and having a little bit of self-care. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. We're going to work on slowing our breath down. Let's do counts of 4 in, hold it out, hold it out. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. Oh wait, we have to hold it. Hold it in. And exhale. 1, 2. Yeah, I know. 3, 4. Hold it out. And then inhale. And hold it. And exhale. And just continue breathing slowly and deeply. Okay, so what do we have in this book? We've got, this is page 70. And I like this subtitle. I kind of flipped open to this earlier. And it's Help is Only a Thought Away. And I don't even know what this is about, but I just like the subtitle. So he says, the next step in breaking the habit of being ourselves is understanding how important it is to get our mind and body working together to break the chemical continuity of our own guilty, ashamed, angry, depressed state of being. So that really resonates with me. So, you know, if we're feeling these feelings, it manifests in our body, right? And I'm sure you've experienced that in your life, and whether you pay attention to it or not. So I think once we realize that that's how our bodies work and our minds work, and they work together, that's empowering, that we can change our thoughts. And as Wayne Dyer used to say, you change your thoughts and you change your life. I think he did a book or something that said that. But it's the same concept, and it's very powerful. Resisting the body's demand to restore old unhealthy order isn't easy, but help is only a thought away. So that's kind of cool. You will learn in the following pages that for true change to occur, it is essential to unmemorize an emotion that has become part of your personality and then recondition the body to a new mind. And we've seen people in our lives who are perhaps, you know, you might, like Oscar the Grouch, right? It's a character, but you probably know an Oscar the Grouch in your life who, you know, if you're ready for them, you can experience their interaction, but it's going to be grouchy, or somebody that complains, or somebody that's needy, or even on the other side, somebody who's positive, and they make you feel better after you hang out with them. So, you know, our emotions can become part of our personality. Good morning, Art. Yeah, psychosomatic, absolutely. And Joe goes on to say that our emotions become part of our personality, which is so powerful. It's easy to feel hopeless when we realize that the chemistry of our emotions has habituated our bodies to the state of being that is too often a product of anger, jealousy, resentment, sadness, and so forth. After all, I've said that these programs, these propensities, are programmed in our subconscious, and that's so true. The good news is that we can become consciously aware of these tendencies, and he says he'll deal more with this concept in the pages ahead. For now, He hopes we can accept that to change our personality, we must first change our state of being, which is intimately connected to the feelings we've memorized. What do you think? Does that resonate with you? And by the way, I want to say good morning to Imran Hossain, our moderator. Thank you for doing a good job moderating our chat and keeping it positive and full of mom energy. And if you want to comment, we welcome your comments, but have it something so that we can talk about and share and constructive. And I even like constructive criticism. If you have something, if you want to challenge what I'm saying, disagree, that's cool. Because that's how we grow. We see different perspectives and we say, oh, I never thought of that. Okay. What else does he say? Just as negative emotions can become embedded in the operating system of your subconscious, so can positive ones. So that's great. And here's the next header. By itself, conscious positive thinking cannot overcome subconscious negative feelings. So let me say that again. This is the header. By itself, if we're just taking conscious positive thinking, it can't overcome subconscious negative feelings. Let me see why. At one time or another, we've all consciously declared, I want to be happy. But until the body is instructed otherwise, it's going to continue expressing those programs of guilt or sadness or anxiety. The conscious intellectual mind may reason that it wants joy, and the body has been programmed to feel otherwise for years. So that's, I guess they call that cognitive dissonance. Yeah, no, Art, we came in from shoveling. We shoveled out our garage. I'll send you that text later. But Francesca was up and ready to go early on. Okay, let's see. We stand on a soapbox proclaiming change to be in our best interests, but on a visceral level, we can't seem to bring up the feeling of true happiness. Okay, let me read that again. The conscious intellectual mind may reason it wants joy, but the body has been programmed to feel otherwise for years. We stand on a soapbox proclaiming change to be in our best interest, but on a visceral level, we can't seem to bring up those feelings of true happiness. That's because our mind and body aren't working together. The conscious mind wants one thing, but our body wants another. If you've been devoted to feeling negatively for years, those feelings have created an automatic state of being. We could say you are subconsciously unhappy, right? Your body has been conditioned to be negative. It knows how to be unhappy better than your conscious mind knows otherwise. You don't even have to think about it to be negative. You just know that's how you feel. That's how you are. How can your conscious mind control this attitude of your subconscious body mind? Some say maintaining positive thinking is the answer. I want to be clear that by itself, positive thinking never works if it's just by itself. Many so-called positive thinkers have felt negative most of their lives, and now they're trying to think positively. They are in a polarized state, which is how they're trying to think one way to override how they feel inside of them. They consciously think one way, but they're being the opposite. When the mind and body are an opposite, change can never happen. So we'll get to how to change that. I'll leave this till tomorrow. Hi, Solitude Soul 99. Hello, you sweet and kind, amazing, precious soul yourself. Good to see you. So yeah, we're just talking about how our mind and body have to be in alignment. And sometimes we don't even know our subconscious is bringing up these feelings of negativity. So we'll find out tomorrow. It's a cliffhanger, how to deal with that. So I hope everybody's staying warm, and I hope you're having a great day. And I'm going to head out. I've got to do a few things and finish shoveling out there. So from myself to yourself, thank you for joining us on this journey. And thanks for joining us, Art and Kevin and Soul Solitude. Pumpkin, do you want to say goodbye? Yeah, thank you. And Imran, great job. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow. From myself to yourself, thanks for joining us on this journey.